Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was live. Football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
No 2 NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the young career of Mitchell Trubisky. 3 years with the Chicago Bears, and he's a young quarterback still learning on the job. But what numbers do you trust with him? 8-7, 15 starts last year, but he was 11-3 the year before. The Bears offense, though, in 2019, just 25th in passing and 29th overall. They're looking for Mitchell Trubisky to elevate his game and bring the Bears along with him.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense. They threw it. They just threw the flag.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's your team just the way you're supposed to. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Irvin.
Tyler Irvin on the return.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. He's got daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. I know a lot of special teams coaches. They just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
With the handoff to Aaron.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, it's Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. Complete to right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bears 7.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and...
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run anyway, because that's your strength. Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. 20-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, it's Patterson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This is caught by Robinson. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
Robinson, a 7-yard pickup.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On third down, Trubisky. And Graham's got it. Complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver where he was going.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 51 yards on the ground.
1st and 10.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves. To 17.
Makes the score Packers 24, Bears 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Cohen now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On second down, Trubisky eluding the pressure. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's got Adams on the hookup and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
3-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got pulled on that one.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You would have to him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To Demetrius Harris.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Patterson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The running back.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Trubisky's pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. On 2nd down, Love once more. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up
2nd down. Long.
Bears 27-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, we now proceed to the start of the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They run once more with Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
On third down, Love. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
45-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
Love with a give to Dillon. Into Bear territory.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
9-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Second and 5.
Play action this time with Love. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On first and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. To throw again, Love. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first. Mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
The score, Packers 34, Bears 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second and 11 now. Trubisky, right's got it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of...
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Cohen now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
By Christian Kirksey. A 3-yard gain on the play.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now it's Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Dillon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 60. Catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A.J. Dillon. That's good for a Green Bay.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Love, they go play action now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. Don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and long for Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Julian Love. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Cordero Patterson. A gain of 4. It's now second down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Trubisky. Complete to right. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Bears first down.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On first down, Trubisky. And Graham's got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
To Jimmy Graham.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Anthony Miller.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Down Bears.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Complete.
Javon Wims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trubisky will throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. No reason not to try it. There, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Chicago.
Now Trubisky on 1st down, being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And left side here, it's Graham. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now Trubisky to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. The quick slant caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. 3 yards remain for second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jarius Wright, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
On first down, Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. Check hot. Check 26. Check 26. Let's go, D.
They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that sets them back